Hi friends, thanks for joining me today. Today is Tassel Tuesday, and today I am making a tassel, and as you can see it looks pretty Christmassy and pretty fluffy, but I'm also going to make a bead dangle and I'm going to list them into my Etsy shop, but as a set. So I apologize if you can hear a little background noise. I have a little story to tell you. But before I get into my story, let me welcome anybody who's new and let you know that Tassel Tuesday is an open collaboration and you are welcome to join. Just use the hashtag Tassel Tuesday and also list my channel in your description box, and I will do the same with yours. All right, as mentioned before, I apologize for the background noise if you hear it, but I am actually at the walk-in clinic with my son, Andrew. Apparently, he fell on Thursday at karate and his finger's really swollen, but he didn't even let us know until Friday. I think it was Friday. He didn't even tell us till Saturday. And so we iced it and gave him ibuprofen thinking maybe it's sprained. But then today, I really expected there to be some improvement, and there hasn't been any improvement. So I brought him here to the clinic so that they could do an x-ray and make sure it's not broken. So, Andrew's not really a complainer about pain. He has a really high pain tolerance. So when he says something hurts, it typically really does. Okay, so as I'm sitting here, Andrew came back to the room and he's hanging out on the table. I'm editing my video. It's Sunday at I don't know, maybe 5 o'clock-ish, maybe not quite 5. Anyway, he's going to turn on the TV and maybe put some cartoons on. So we're going to have to wait about 15 minutes for his results to see if he's got a broken finger or a jammed finger, sprained, whatever. So anyway, that is the deal on what is going on today in my life. All right, so let's get back to talking about tassels. What we've got here is this cute little Christmas tassel. I made it out of tulle, as you could tell. It's quite fluffy. And it just reminds me of a ball gown. I think it's so cute. So I took white tulle and then I put 2 pieces of red. It's actually ribbon, but it's like the same material as tulle. So you can see how I had kind of put that over it. And it just kind of made this really neat white and red design. So, I liked it. I figured I'd leave it like that. It kind of looks like Little Red Riding Hood or something. Anywho, so I used red satin ribbon, as you can see. Okay, we got interrupted by a nurse that knocked on the door, but then realized she was at the wrong room. So anyway, back to tassels. So I can't remember where I was, but I think I was talking about I chose some red satin ribbon for the hanger part, and I also used a thin red satin ribbon to tie around for that puff top part, so you can see that. And then right now I am messing around with these really pretty red, they're not charms, but they're not beads, they're stones in a silver encasing, and they're just so pretty and sparkly. So I thought I'd go ahead and tie one to each one of the satin ribbons. And I think for this tassel, less is more. It's simple and yet it's really pretty and really elegant. I love it. I just think it's just so pretty. The white and the red is very striking together, I feel like. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead and attach both of these to the satin ribbon, and we'll see how we like that. This tassel is so puffy, it literally can stand up on its own. And so you're gonna see, I took some pictures of it, not hanging from anything, but standing. Now, of course, there's a piece on it where you could hang it on a tree, on a chair, wherever you wanted to. But it stands also. All right, now we are going to go ahead and start working on the little bead dangle. And so I decided that I would use some gold elements. And last year I had bought these little red, I guess, charms, and I believe I found them at Joann Fabrics. You know how they come in like the string of charms. Anyway, I'm not really a jewelry maker, so I don't know what everything's called, but I certainly do play with a lot of it, and I do that mostly because I like to embellish the tassels that I make. So at any rate, I went ahead and I took a couple of those off of the strand, and I am adding gold O-ring, and I'm also using a gold eye pin. Also, because I'm not really like, jewelry maker, I kind of wing these things when I do them. I don't really love to watch tutorials on jewelry because I get a little bit bored, but to be honest, I tried to watch some tutorials on how to make, not the dangles, but how to make the clusters. And so what I realized was that I have eye pins, but I don't have head pins. And I need to go ahead and get some specifically for little projects like this. I did it with eye pins and I think it looks fine, but I could see where it would have a cleaner look if I would have had the head pins. But anyway, I still like it. And then if somebody wanted to add to it, they certainly could, because it's got the little, the little round part from the eye pin. So I had bought these packages of gold eye pins from Amazon because I needed a variety of sizes. So I went ahead and got them. And then the other thing I realized about those is that some of them are really, really short. And, like the smallest ones you could really only use with like a seed bead. And then they get a little bit, bigger from there. And for me, working with the small pins is very difficult. I think that it's easier to work with a larger pin and then cut it to size, cut it to the exact size that you need. Because working with the small ones, if there's not enough to wrap it around and make that circle that you need, it's just kind of a struggle. So, I learned a lot while I was making this little dangly piece here. And, that's part of the process that we all go through is learning as we create. Something else I learned that I wanted to share with you guys is I had also bought more O-rings. I think that's what they're called, O-rings, jump rings. I don't know which is which, but they're circles. And you use them for, creating chains and beads and all that kind of stuff. So what I learned was that they come open or they come closed. And I don't like the ones that come open. And that's what I'm working with here. And I'll tell you why I don't like them. Because in their little box, they all get hooked together. And then it takes like a few seconds to unlatch them from each other. And I know it's only a few seconds to do it. But for me, that's too long. Like, I don't want to deal with all that. And I know that some people would say, well, and maybe it takes that long to open it. But I would just rather have it that I open it, and I don't know. I don't like them. I don't like to buy them open. So next time I buy them, I will look for the description that says they're closed. So let me give you an up close. You can see I put this on a little lobster clasp, and then I had that interesting bead cap, and that was given to me by my friend V Wills at V Wills Designs. Thank you, V. And then you can see the little dangles that I put together that are hanging from it. Okay, friends, the doctor just came in and said Andrew's finger does not look broken. The x-rays look good. So that is great news. And with that, I will say thanks for watching. See you soon.